What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego back with some more boxing. Now I have to give a very special birthday shout out to Miguel Juanito Cotto. He turns 33 today, so happy birthday, Miguel Cotto. As far as Cotto, I can't say enough good things about this man. If you are a fan of the sport of boxing and for whatever reason you hate Cotto, um, I have no idea why. I mean, this dude comes to fight. He's fought everybody. His resume is stellar. One of the best resumes, definitely one of the best fighters of this generation. He's done a lot for his people. Um, I can't say he put Puerto Rico on the map. However, he did bring the spotlight back to Puerto Rico. You also had the Trinidadians and other fighters as well, but he definitely helped the movement and made Puerto Rican superstars a possibility. He helped peddle that. He helped pass the torch to some of the younger Puerto Rican fighters so they can get signed and get noticed. So again, Miguel Cotto, 33 years old. I can't say enough good things about this guy. As far as his fight career, he's had 42 fights. He won 38 of them, 31 by way of knockout, and he has 4 losses. One of his losses is, it should have an asterisk by it, the Margarito loss. The first loss, he later avenged that loss. But we don't know if Margarito was cheating with the loaded gloves, the plaster wraps. So that's one. Then you have Manny Pacquiao, who beat up on him at a catch weight, and he lost to Floyd Mayweather. He lost to Austin Trout. So out of all of his losses, some people count him out. At the end of the day, he's lost to credible opponents, I would definitely say. Um, as far as him fighting in the future, I was a little apprehensive about him fighting Canelo last time. I think they were talking about it before the Austin Trout fight, or actually right around the Austin Trout fight, and I didn't want to see him off of 2 back-to-back losses and then fight Canelo, who was undefeated at the time, and I didn't think it really made sense. I think Miguel Cotto needed a tune-up fight, or he needed a confidence builder fight, and he did just that. He fought Delvin Rodriguez. He made it look like easy work. He swarmed him. He overwhelmed Delvin, and he looked very sharp. He's working with Freddie Roach now, and I believe he's finishing his career out through Top Rank, who he started with. So we'll see. We'll see if that combination, that culmination of events and changes will have, I guess, more of a vintage Cotto. Some people, like I said, I mean, I don't see why people were counting this dude out totally, saying he was just washed up. I would say Shane Mosley is more washed up, and I like Shane Mosley a lot as well. But Shane Mosley, prior to the win over Pablo Cesar Cano, he hadn't won in 4 years. Versus Cotto, who gave Mayweather all he could handle in a tough fight, even though Mayweather decisively won. But he made Mayweather's nose bleed, and he gave him a spirited effort and a competitive fight, something we haven't seen other opponents necessarily be able to pull that out of Mayweather. People like Robert Guerrero and Canelo, we never really seen Mayweather have to go to that upper echelon to secure the win. But Cotto brought that out, brought out maybe a dormant side of Mayweather, I guess you could say. And then he lost to Austin Trout, who is taller than him. He's a southpaw, very slippery. He was undefeated at the time. So again, none of these losses are bad. None of these losses, to me, stipulated him not winning. Now, as far as him in the higher weight classes, I don't really know. I think 147 is more or less at this juncture of his career an ideal weight. I don't think he's the biggest of junior middleweights, so I don't really know how he'll fare. I know he looked good against Delvin Rodriguez, but at the same time, Rodriguez didn't do himself many favors. He didn't fight tall. He kind of looked intimidated from the early onset. Kind of like a Gennady Golovkin versus Matthew Macklin. I think that fight could have been a lot more competitive and a lot less one-sided had Matthew Macklin had just a little bit more composure. Same thing with Delvin Rodriguez. These people, they looked overwhelmed, and the opponent, who were veterans, amateur background for Gennady Golovkin and Miguel Cotto, amateur and pro background, it was just too much. They capitalized. They seized that moment. They seen that they were overwhelming the opponent, and they were able to get him out of there early. So props to Miguel Cotto. I really hope they make a Canelo fight now. Like I said, if he's reinvigorated, he looked sharp in his last fight. let's see what he could do. Let's see if he still has it in the tank to give a fighter who's bigger than him and only has one loss in his career and shows that he's a boxer puncher. Let's see if he can give him another L. I think that's a hell of a fight, especially if you look at it from a business sense. It's a fight that I think fans would pay for, fans would want to see, and you can't go wrong with the Puerto Rico versus Mexico rivalry. I mean, they've always produced hellacious, great fights. Even Cotto and Margarito, Puerto Rico versus Mexican. It's just so many I could think of off the top of my head. So, again, happy birthday to Miguel Cotto, true warrior. He's very stoic. He has like one facial expression, very serious in demeanor, family man, very humble. I like listening to interviews with Miguel Cotto because he's always just super, like when they do the face-off, he's very serious all the time. His demeanor seems just like he doesn't joke or laugh, just very solemn and stoic when he talks. I work very hard in training camp and I will beat Floyd Mayweather. I don't know. So let me know what you guys think. Happy birthday to Miguel Cotto. What do you guys want to see from him next? Do you think he could win some other fights at 154? Do you want to see him drop down to 147? Do you like Freddie Roach as his trainer? Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next videos, Ego, signing off.